How's it going, everybody? Long time no talk. It's that BS guy coming back at you for another My Journey series video. And lots of things have been going on. I really apologize for not getting some more diversified videos out. Next weekend, though, you can expect at least 2 videos, possibly even 3. Got a lot more free time coming up here, just based on, friends visiting and my great-grandfather. I had to relocate him, all this other stuff. So I do apologize that I have not been as attentive as of late, but that will shortly come to an end as we continue on to next week. I'm quickly making sure to get a video out this week to make sure that I'm not neglecting you guys, because I think it's important that I share some of my experiences. So if you are going through any type of bariatric surgery or any type, particularly the duodenal switch, that you kind of have an insight of what you may or may not expect. I am finding that I am a bit more resolved, I guess you could say, or not as what's the best word I want to use? Not as prone to some severe issues as some other people I have discovered. So I'm grateful for that. That's awesome. But I do have some exciting news to share with you all today. But before I get to that, let's get to those stats, shall we? So pre-surgery, my highest weight was 378 pounds. BMI over 50%, or 50, well, not 50%, but over 50. Very, very big. Not loving it. Just bad times. I did not have insurance that would cover bariatric surgery in the United States, so I had to look for other options. So I went to through a service called Mexico Bariatric Center, and if you are interested in hearing a little bit more about that, I do have some more videos, and also if you're interested in having a discount for going through them, please pay attention at the end of the video. In any case, I went to Tijuana, Mexico to Mi Doctor Hospital. My surgery weight was 363 pounds, and as of today, which is September 9th, 2019, it is now 254 pounds. So over 120, I want to say 124 pounds. That's just quick math on the top of my head. 124 pounds lost since April 6th. What is that? And this is September 9th, so April, May, June, July, August, September. So 5 months post-op. You can probably count 1 more month pre-op for the pre-operation diet. So we're looking at around 5.5, 6 months, 124 pounds lost. Pretty crazy weight loss. That's why I chose this surgery. Now, the topic of the day is this how skinny people feel? Because I got sick a couple weeks ago with a head cold, and I was feeling lightheaded. I just wasn't feeling myself. And normally how sicknesses hit me is I get sick, really sick for like 24 to 48 hours, and then kind of slowly get better over the next 3 days. So maybe like a 5-day sickness cycle, which isn't terrible, all things considered. But this was a little bit different because it kind of drew out over 2 weeks, and it didn't get necessarily worse, but it didn't get necessarily better either. And I was like, man, this is weird. Like this does not feel like my normal sickness routine. And then it hit me. I'm like, well, wait, like this is something that I kept hearing my small friends talk about all the time. Like, I just feel sick all the time. I just feel sick. Can't seem to get better. And lo and behold, like now it's starting to happen to me as well. I am grateful and not at the same time, because I really like that quick recovery window. And this longer drawn out sickness stuff, I'm not a big fan. But the other health benefits that are coming along with everything, that's all I can really, that's the big part of it. So can't really complain in that respect. A couple other things that I wanted to bring up as far as how life has kind of been progressing is that food. So a lot of the food restrictions at this point for me are kind of gone. So what I'm doing is I'm just eating what I can eat, primarily stacking protein. I'm not worried about whether the chicken's fried. I'm not worried about the flour tortilla. I'm not worried about those things. The thing I'm worried about is overeating, okay? Because it hurts. It physically hurts, and also, you know, I don't want to end up having to go to the bathroom that quickly. Now, I still follow the golden rule, which is I stop drinking liquids before I eat, and I don't drink during the meal whatsoever. I've kind of narrowed the gap of my fluid intake to basically the tail ends of my meals, but nothing during the meal, okay? And I am finding that that is the key. As I'm looking at the Duodenal Switch support groups and other bariatric support groups, I have found that a lot of people tend to plateau, and when you kind of dig deeper on what they're doing, or what I should say, lack thereof on what they're doing, a lot of it involves sugar intake, like adding those sweets that you probably shouldn't have, like eating those chocolates. Now, for me, it hasn't been a big deal. Drinking sugar-free drinks, not eating sweets. I've never been a sweets guy. I've never been a guy that fancies sugar. I've been a potato chip junk food guy. And let me just tell you, this last weekend, my family bought 2 bags of barbecue chips, and slowly over time, I ate almost the entire 2 bags over like 3 or 4 days, but I still ended up losing weight. So, and those are carbs, you know, I get it. They weren't the primary meals. They were just little snacks that I would have, like a little tiny bowl every so often as I'm sitting and having fun with my sister and things like that. But let me tell you, it is refreshing to be able to kind of almost eat whatever you want. And I say that with a very, very limited scope. I understand that there are some things that I will never do. Like, for example, I will never do carbonated drinks again. Like, that's just something I'm not going to do. Will it make or break my entire diet? No, but I've definitely done enough research to know that carbonated drinks, while they may not have a huge detrimental impact, it it can cause you pain, and it can cause stretching and all this other stuff, and I don't even want to go down that road. As far as the liquids I drink, I try and be as sugar-free as possible. Lots of water, no sodas, no ginger ales, nothing like that. Sugar-free Powerades, and I know I had a friend contact me about like the artificial sweeteners that are in those sugar-free type drinks that are also not exactly good for you, but at the same time, these drinks came on my nutritionist recommended drink list, so I'm gonna go with that recommendation, because hopefully they have done a little more research. Not saying that my friends are not capable of doing those same research, but I will say that it obviously seems to be working. Like, I cannot complain with where I'm at right now. I'm lower than my highest weight that I was in high school right now, which is nutty. Like, when I played football in high school, I got up to 260 pounds and kind of never went back. I'm also lighter than what I was at my heaviest in college. You know, my lightest in college was around 230 pounds. My heaviest in college was around 288 pounds. So I'm right in the middle of that, and it's good. I'm also finding that, my physical features are still changing as well. I'm getting a lot more comments, a lot more attention from certain aspects of society, mainly women, which is great, but I've kind of isolated my view to I've isolated my view to a certain individual, and we're seeing how that's going to go, and I'm happy to report that it seems to be going good. Stand by on that one. But the thing is that all of these different opportunities that are happening to me, and also as I'm progressing through life, it's a really good feeling. Now, I did have someone in the comments say I should do a food video, what I eat in a day. I am going to be trying to vlog some videos of my meals as I go throughout the week on my cell phone, and then I'll take those videos and splice them together to create a what I eat traveling type of video. Not sure how well it's going to go. I think I might weird some people out by doing a vlog video as I'm traveling, but you know, it is what it is. I just want to make sure to give you guys what you want and kind of give you some insight, because I do think a lot of YouTubers have done the whole, you know, take you to their kitchen. This is what I mean. This is my little pre-made meals. These are my little things, and I've done that to a certain extent with my Kind bars and my protein shakes, and even some snacks that I've done from time to time. But to eat when you're going, to eat when you're traveling, that's tricky, and that's my life basically almost every week. So the idea here is I want to give you a nice little insight for those of you who don't always have the time to meal prep and don't always have the time to eat in on your own, that you may be on the go just as much as I am. And so for those of you who have that kind of lifestyle, I want to make sure to give that back to you, give that insight back to you. So and then the final thing that I want to kind of go over as far as this week's My Journey series update is that I'm finding my energy level to be much higher naturally, but I'm gonna say that, you know, I have to monitor myself, because even though my energy during the day is a lot higher, once I hit that 9 p.m. 10 o'clock time, I flatline, like I pass out. I'm done, you know, just like my energy goes away. So, which is great because it's easier for me to sleep. But I do think that some people out there might find that shocking if you've been like a night owl or someone who can kind of stretch your energy. And I think it has to do with the fact that my energy reserves, like from food, are just not prevalent as prevalent. I do manage to get at least 30 to 60 grams of protein a day, and whether it be through protein shakes or other, and I think that's a big part of my success. Okay, so big part of my success has been to basically make sure that I have that protein, that I'm taking that in, because I think that kind of helps stem the weight loss. I do see some people in the support groups who are not getting enough protein, and let me tell you, they're struggling. It's very apparent that they are not feeling good. So one last piece of advice: drink that protein, get that protein in somehow. My workout routine schedule has been almost non-existent as of the last couple of weeks, just because of my travel schedule and all this other stuff that I've been doing. I have been doing physical activities, like I walked in a parade for 2 miles on Saturday, and you know, I dance and all this other stuff. I'm in a stage show right now where I'm moving around and doing lots of physical things. So there's a lot of that going on, but there's not a lot of like just dedicated weightlifting as of yet. So that's gonna hopefully change here once all of this other stuff starts to die down, and I do have a little more free time in the evenings, particularly when I'm not traveling. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed yet, please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button down below. It really just helps grow this channel and helps when people are searching for information on bariatric surgery. It helps my channel come up quicker on the search list. And then lastly, and surely not least, if you are in a similar boat that I was, where you have to maybe pay for your surgery out of pocket, and let me tell you, on those support groups, someone posted, hey, how much did your surgery cost? And every person who had it in the United States said, oh, I had to borrow money out of my 401k or blah 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 blah. It cost anywhere between $20,000 to $32,000. That's what I saw, and that's extremely expensive. And here's me, I'm like, I spent $7,500, you know, through my service. So, and that's without a discount. So if you're looking, and that's for the Duodenal Switch. So if you're watching this and you have if you're looking for getting the gastric sleeve or anything like that, it's even going to be cheaper. So if you're looking for any kind of discounts on medical tourism and having your bariatric surgery out of the States, feel free to head to www.mexicobariatriccenter/thatbsguy. Links down below as well. And just type in your information and someone will get right to you, and they'll help you navigate the next part of this and get you some years back on your life and get you looking nice again. It's a great feeling. I could have been happier going through them. So and that's an exclusive discount only through that BS guy, as being a subscriber to the channel. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next weekend with not one, not two, but hopefully 3 different videos where you guys can enjoy some different types of videos besides just the My Journey series videos. So, but once again, thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.